Hey, 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 family. Welcome back to Chopping It Up Chicago. It is your girl, Big K.
It's your girl, Big K. Okay, I see you. It's your boy, Big Bro.
Yes, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in again to another episode of Chopping It Up Chicago, where we discuss all things Chicago, the good, the great, the bad, the ugly. It's holiday season, so we're going to talk about a lot of holiday things today. But first, I want you guys to check out this intro.
All right, BK. Today we have a very special guest joining us. Someone who just exudes the holiday spirit with her product, right?
Mm.
We have Robbie T. McGlory, CEO of Tequila Love Spell. Now,
Bow,
if
bow,
you guys,
bow.
listen, Tequila Love Spell is a delicious liqueur product. I would say liqueur ish. I got some right here. It's pink. It looks like a love spell, and they
It
got
does.
tequila in it. So we gonna bring Miss Robbie T to Chopping It Up Chicago.
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
Hey, hey,
Robbie,
What's
hey!
going
welcome back to
on?
the show.
Welcome
Thank you,
back.
thank you. I love the horns. I love the horns. Kev, you know I got mine too.
You
It's
Ooh,
already
after
know.
hours. I got mine on deck too.
You
listen,
already
I will
know.
drink it before or after hours.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to give you all your flowers because the first time I had this drink, I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. I was like, okay,
Mhm.
we'll see. But
Yeah.
it truly has magic in it. Something you touched it. I don't know, but like you start to drink it and you're like, okay, okay,
Right.
I'm feeling myself. The world is a
Mhm.
happy place. The world is a happy place.
That's right.
Listen,
I
my
like that.
wife,
If
How
it gives
long
that effect, I love it.
how long
my
have you
wife
been
is
making it?
my wife's a huge fan. By the way, before you answer that question, she's the one who ordered it. You sent me a text message like, "Hey, I got your order," and I was like, "I ain't ordered nothing."
Yeah.
It was my wife.
Well,
But go
shout out
ahead.
to her. Shout out to
Yeah,
her. What'd you get? The cognac one? Which one was it for?
both
Both.
of
Yeah,
them.
both of her. Yeah,
Oh, always.
yeah. I mean, I've been making it for a couple years now, and the crazy thing is the recipe really hasn't changed since the first like couple times I played with it. It just hit that, it hit that spot that's gonna work for people, and it's working. It's working for me. I feel the heat right now, and it's especially important during the holidays. It's a creamy
Yes,
liqueur, like he mentioned there. It's a creamy liqueur, so
during the
absolutely.
holidays, people definitely step up for stuff like this. And
Mhm.
what's that Puerto Rican drink that they make?
The
Coquito.
coquito.
BK
Yeah,
Coquito, yeah.
Coquito.
yeah.
Is so this right here is definitely in the running for delicious holiday liqueurs flavors. It's right up there with Coquito. If you guys aren't familiar with Tequila Love Spell, this is why we have CEO of Tequila Love Spell, Robbie T. McGlory, right here with us on Chopping It Up Chicago. Now you
Hmm.
were with us in studio last season,
Yeah.
and it was a great experience, and we definitely wanted to bring you back because the holiday season is just about
Mhm.
this, right?
Hmm.
So how's it going for you in terms of getting this thing going, keeping the ball rolling?
Yeah, definitely. I find that just the nature of the product, the holiday season is when things really kind of rev up. If I'm
Mm.
saying that correctly, but things are going very well. They slowly increase as we head towards into Christmas. Thanksgiving is gets kind of I guess hot, you know what I mean? But Christmas is the big time, and now the orders are coming in. They're coming in. I try to do little promos every week, but this is now definitely the time, game time. So absolutely, yeah.
So which ones do you tend to sell more of? Is it about even with the tequila or the
Mhm.
cognac or which
Yeah.
ones?
So I find that recently that it's been pretty even.
Okay.
between the tequila and the cognac. Early on, I wasn't really promoting the cognac as much because the recipe itself originally calls look at Cap, the recipe originally calls for tequila. So I wasn't necessarily a believer in the cognac. I wasn't really pushing it out there like that. But now that it's gotten into people's hands, consequently in people's mouths, I'm finding that they're selling pretty evenly. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Well,
personally, I do the tequila. I do the tequila. That's they have a little bit of a different taste.
this year I became very good friends with tequila. We talk often, and so I totally like I was because the holidays came and I was thinking about like different gifts to give people. You
Mm,
definitely came to mind, and then
okay,
Kevin sent out a text, and he was like, "Guess who we're having on the show this week?" And I was like, "Look at God, won't He
good
will
timing.
helping my love, my new friendship with tequila." So
Right.
I will definitely be ordering some more from you. Once
Awesome.
again, chopping it up, fam. This is a delicious. It is a cream, a milk liqueur. Could you
Mhm.
tell us a bit about your product?
Yeah, so I describe it. It's definitely tequila based. This is an alcoholic beverage, and I mean it when I say it's an alcoholic beverage. It's not something you want to get away with giving to the wrong demographic. But it is a tequila based liqueur, milk based as well. I do kind of like off the menu offer it lactose free, but it tends to not bother too many folks. But that's something that I do offer lactose free. It's a matter of substituting things, but it's really a variety of creams, strawberry flavor, blended to perfection. And
Yes.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
So
You
Absolutely.
know,
basically, you saying don't give it to the kids. Keep it away from the
Yeah, so
kids.
you know how that goes. Yeah, it's one of those things where they get their hands on it. It's delicious, I know, but even as an adult, when I take the sip, for example,
Hold on, let me take a sip too.
it's so good. It's so creamy. It's so sweet. But then you feel that heat, and
hmm
similar to like a coquito, if you're familiar, but it's
it sneaks
less.
up on you.
Yeah, it does.
It
So
does.
you get that tequila heat as opposed to that rum heat, which the rum heat it tends to be a little bit warmer. The tequila
hmm
heat tends to be more intense. So that's really, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
It's definitely a party in your mouth.
Hmm.
So we ordered some recently. My wife and I, well, really my wife and I, just happened to be the conduit to receive it. But there's a special that you have going right now. Is that
Hmm.
correct?
Yeah, I got to make sure I can get y'all some shot glasses because the special is, even though it's best over ice, some people enjoy it as a shot. So the special is for every three jars of Love Spell that you purchase, you get a shot glass, a Tequila Love Spell branded shot glass. So if you can see it,
There you
you got a
go.
sweet little lady on the front there. But yeah, you get a Tequila Love Spell branded shot glass. So um, it makes good. It makes for a good drink as well. I mean, pardon me, for a good gift as well. So I figure, you buy three, you keep one for yourself, you give someone a cognac, you give someone a tequila, and you put a shot glass in there because you got to take care of yourself first. You know
You
what I
better
mean?
preach.
So
Yes. I
yeah.
don't know how many gifts that I was supposed to give away that I've kept for myself this year. Um, it's just
So
the
right
truth.
now you got one of the commenters, one of the people watching. Thanks for watching. Tuning in with us, chopping it up Chicago with Robbie T. McGlory, CEO of Tequila Love Spell. She says, "Hey family, I would love to try some for my birthday. So if she wants that, and besides one of us buying it for her, how would
Yeah.
she get that?"
Yeah, so the easiest way is a good old Google search, a trusty engine. So go in there, type in Tequila Love Spell. You're gonna find me on all social media platforms. The only one you won't find me on, big one, is Twitter, but you'll find me on Facebook, Instagram for sure. The link to the order form, you can find it either way and order directly from there. If you're within Chicagoland, I do deliver for free. If you're out of state, unfortunately, you are not fortunate unless you visit. I'm not having shipped things out yet. But yeah, same day deliveries. It doesn't take much time at all. We orchestrate some things. And I get it right in your hands. Let's do a
So are
shot.
we saying like Chicago, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana.
Yeah, I haven't had an order as far out as or far north as Wisconsin, but it all really just depends. Because I am a small business at this point, I try to work with my customers. We come to some type of understanding in terms of, if you're this far out, what can we do to make it work for both of us? So it really is a case by case basis. The furthest order I've had out was probably an hour north in like Huntley, Illinois, but that was also a very big order. Cases. So we work it out. We work it out. My big goal is for everybody to be able to experience Tequila Love Spell if they want to experience it. It's a good
Huh.
time.
That's a
Y'all need to
perfect statement
experience
because
it. You need
this
to
comment
experience it.
says, I love it. Nikhil 7 says, I love it. It's the best stuff with a bunch of exclamation points. It should be on every shelf.
That's right.
Yes.
So
Kill, I appreciate that.
how's that looking for you in
Yeah.
terms of getting this product on the shelves and
Hmm.
available to the non VIP folk like myself?
Yeah. That's right, Kev. Tell her what it is. But I find that because this is initially started off as a side hustle, it's something I'm kind of learning. Just the whole entrepreneur experience is new for me. So right now, I'm still working on word of mouth. I'm still working on building the client base. Still working on kind of getting those basic marketing um, skills down packed. Building community. Um, Connecting with people, and I'm figuring out the logistics as I go.
Ooh,
um, I
I know someone who does digital marketing.
Okay.
Hey,
She's right
it's
here, right
you.
there.
Boom.
It's
Right
you.
There
there.
she is. Hey, listen, we got some things to talk about. Maybe we could do it over a glass.
Hey, listen. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can,
Let's
said
do it.
Obama.
We got
100%.
another commenter says you can't go wrong with same day delivery. That's definitely enticing.
Hmm.
Laughing but serious. So
Yeah.
that's good that you're connected to the people right now. But you and
Hmm.
BK link up, figure out some marketing schemes
Hmm.
because this is great. But Valentine's Day is perfect for Tequila Love Spell.
Oh yeah. I
Listen, every
probably say
day
that's
is
the number
perfect for
one.
tequila love spell. Sorry to cut
But
I
you
I
love
was
off.
just
that.
thinking, like,
All the
man,
right
like,
things
It's
at the right
so
time. I love that.
good. It's so
but I'm just
good.
saying, like, how many Tequila Love Spell babies do we have out there right now? You know what I'm
Tequila babies in whole. Yeah, I like that. Listen, I will say that's probably the number one thing that I've heard as like a demand. That shipping. That shipping. How can I get it? So I think that's probably the um, first barrier for the new year that I need to really overcome. I've heard it long enough. I've heard it long enough. That's being honest.
Oh yeah, no, we
Yeah.
this is what Chopping It Up Chicago is all about. We're talking to an entrepreneurial mind right here. We're entrepreneurs ourselves, and it's really just about putting our minds together, working together, networking together to
Mm.
put Chicago on the map as a whole beyond the somebody just got shot and somebody
Mm.
just
Yeah.
got robbed. But it's about what we're building. That's what our platform is all about. We definitely love to have you on here. We'll probably have you on here again around Valentine's Day to talk about how you furthered the product. So tell the people where they can find you. Again, you told us earlier, but say it again so they can know how to look you up, how to find
Yeah.
your product, and then we'll definitely put out some clips and things like that on our
Hmm.
social media so people can see it over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. The easiest way to find me, again, you want to do a simple search for Tequila Love Spell. It's either going to pop up on likely Instagram or Facebook, and it's pretty self-explanatory from there. I try to make it as easy as possible. You can order it right on your phone or your computer. I even give the option that it quick give me a call because it's at this point it's still familiar. So yeah.
All right, so there you have it, guys. If you want to order this delicious product, all you have to do is do a quick Google search. Tequila Love Spell. It's spelled exactly like that. Tequila Love Spell. You can see it on the bottom of our screen. The CEO would be happy to drop you off a
Mm,
nice product, at least three of them, so you can get that young shot glass. It's the
mm.
holiday season. Uh, Grandmamas to uncles to aunties, just not the kids. You did. You can't buy them for them. You know what I mean? They got to get regular for Christmas presents.
That's right.
Yes, and we'll definitely have your website up on our Facebook page at shychopitup.com at shy chop it up
No,
so that you
what is the
can
website?
Yeah, so it's a Google Forms is what I use. So it is an actual site. Um, I got to
That's
get it
fine.
to you.
Yeah, you can send that to me because we'll put that on our
Yeah.
YouTube page and our Facebook page.
Yes.
But Google Forms is just fine. That's how you do
Mhm.
it. We got Darius, family man, Gaten saying, "Hey," he sound like he already took a couple of
Hey.
shots.
Yes, my brother.
Bro,
What's up,
what up,
Darius?
bro? What's up, Darius? How you doing? Appreciate you, man. We appreciate you chopping it up with us. With me and BK. You definitely hit like, share, follow, all those good things. And Robbie T, we definitely love having you.
Yes.
Man, we got to get together and spit some freestyles one of these days too. Cause I know
Uh-oh.
you still got it. I know you
Uh-oh,
still got
boy. Stop
it.
playing. That's right. We
we
gonna do
go.
it, man. I'm glad to be here. I always have a good time with you. I always look, it was more rich. It was richer in studio, but y'all give the same spirit. And I appreciate y'all inviting me here.
Oh yeah, this is easier. You know what I'm saying? Like we feel like,
Right.
hey, this is we all got lives and 9 to 5s and kids and all that stuff. So we try to make us more accessible, this platform more accessible. And you can go on back to doing what you was doing before you logged on with us. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Keep on doing what you're doing.
That's right. Happy New Year, y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We gonna talk.
Yes.
Man, that's always hold on.
Man, I stop it. I'm jealous. Okay. So
It's all
I
good.
we were talking earlier about, like Christmas presents that we had bought and stuff. And now I'm like, that's definitely on my list. So Miss Robbie, I'm definitely 100%. You're gonna get some orders from me because that stuff is so
Yes.
good. Oh
Listen,
my.
and I think our friends, our family, the people that we do buy the product for, because my wife and I are definitely gonna grab a few more bottles to pass around. And Don C, we might got you for your birthday is on the 17th. That's in a couple of days, so we should be able to help you out and hook you up with that as well. But man, chopping it up Chicago is always excited to have entrepreneurs and small businesses. What we all about. It's the heart of our program, right, BK?
Yes, and especially business owners that are based in Chicago. I know Robbie, she was talking about how she can make it, lactose free for you as well. As someone who can't really have a lot of milk, like this did not mess with me in any way, shape, or form, which I was really surprised about. Maybe it's all the tequila that was in there, that alcohol canceled out all the other stuff, but I was like, this I feel great. I feel like world peace has happened. Like I'm in such a wonderful space. So you guys definitely need to get some tequila love spell. Once again, we will put that up on our socials and we'll make sure that you guys know her and follow her because it's good. We really want to support small businesses and we really want just, everyone to have a great, wonderful holiday season with a little booze in it. Let's be real.
And if you're here and you missed the interview with Robbie T. McGlory, you can find that on our YouTube page. It'll definitely be here at the end. I mean, it'll be there here simultaneously at the
All
end
right,
of
it's
this
hitting you,
broadcast.
huh? It's hitting you.
Well, it's there and here because we're on multiple platforms. But
Right,
BK,
right.
this is gonna it's kind of sad. This is gonna be our last show, last episode for the season, uh, for the year actually.
Um, yeah, I guess I'm feeling good. So we're definitely going to go on our holiday break after this, but you guys don't worry. We won't be taking too long of a break. Thankfully, we're on StreamYard now, so we will definitely be back in January. But what we wanted to do before we left is we wanted to tell you all the fun stuff that you can get into and be a part of in Chicago over the next 2 weeks. So there's a lot that Chicago is doing 100%. One of the
It's
things
way too much to talk about. Like I was
it's a
looking at
lot.
stuff. I mean, Chicago is a wonderful city, marvelous city. You could do stuff from the north side to the south side, east, west, northwest Indiana. Like it's so much to do that you really can't choose one thing. So the kids are out of school. It's starting this weekend. Kids are home from college. Let's get ready to just go out and experience the beautiful Chicago while the weather is still kind of decent too.
It is. It is. I mean, I know we've been talking about this like ever since October, but we've actually had a real fall in like 20 years. So I'm like, I don't even know. I had to go back in my memory bank, like, yeah, we did used to have fall as kids. That was a thing. Yeah. Now it's back again.
Winters is. I'm talking about 18 feet of snow, 73
That part.
below. Still had to go to school. You had to go to the store and the milk would freeze before you made it back home. It was bad back in the 90s, young people,
Oh
millennials.
my God. Oh my God. But there's a lot that's going on in Chicago. So, one of the things that you guys can do, there is a night at the museum 2022. Big Bro, did you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I was fortunate enough in my 9 to 5 to run into a young lady. I was looking at her ID and I saw her name, and I'm like, That's just probably a coincidence." And as we're talking and we're completing the transaction, I just had to ask her, like, "Are you related to this great singer?" And she was like, "Yes. Her name is Donita Hathaway." And she's the youngest daughter of the great Donny Hathaway. Go ahead, BK. What's the greatest song that Donny Hathaway sang?
That's a good question. You tell me.
This Christmas, ladies and
This
gentlemen, everybody knows.
Christmas. Yes.
Everybody might want to give it to Mariah Carey, but this Christmas is most likely the greatest Christmas song of all time. And the Museum of Science and Industry, along with Chance the Rapper and a few other people, are going to be in the building. Miss Anita Hathaway and her charity, with her father's name, Donny Hathaway Foundation, is in the building at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. Take your kids, buy the tickets. You can find the tickets online. Just type in "A Night at the Museum Chicago 2022," and you guys will see how to attend that event. Maybe BK, maybe your nephew and I'll be able to attend that event if I get off work on time.
Yes, really quick. My nephew has grown up so much that he is truly his own person. And it's so weird to see. I'm like, my baby. Okay. But that is definitely event and a wonderful event that you can go ahead and take your kids to night at the museum. Now for the adults, okay. There's a lot that is going on around the city, and something that I have done before is a bar crawl around the city. There's so many pop-ups all over, like north side, like west, probably in the west side, south side, all the places. Great bars are just turning their insides into a winter wonderland. Now, if you guys follow our Facebook page, you will see that I put this up as well. But urbanmatter.com, which really talks a lot about what's going on in Chicago, they have this great article on 9 pop-ups that are around the city, and some that are really cool. You could go to Mordecai, which is at 3632 North Clark Street, and they're doing a mistletoe pop-up. So basically you're going to feel like you're entering into a storybook. So if you are into any sort of, a Hallmark
Time.
movie looking crisp, like Christmas globe, snow globe type stuff, go to Mordecai, because you're going to get a curated experience that has cocktails, contemporary and vintage creations. And they're also going to they're a part of the Winterland at Gallagher Way, which it's
That's
a
dope. That's that Wrigley
festival.
Field, right?
Yep, it's
That's dope.
that whole area. Like a couple years ago, a whole bunch of friends of ours, like we went to the Chris Kendall Market, and
That
then
was
from
fun.
there we went and we just did a bar crawl, like all in Wrigleyville, and it was one right after the other, and it honestly was one of the best things in the world. Also in Wrigleyville, there's the Lumberjack Lodge, which is at Smoke Daddy's. You can also head over to Christmas Inn at Hubbard Inn at 110 West Hubbard Street. And it is a 3-story dining and nightlife destination. So not only are you going to be able to get really good food, but you're also going to get really good cocktails. You can dance, you can drink, you can have fun. You
And
can
let me tell
pregame
you,
with some tequila love spell and work that out.
now, and the thing is, like, when it comes to winter, because winter is coming, when it gets here, the more you drink, the less cold you are, baby. So if you out there hitting these bar crawls, you're gonna be just fine. I've been to many an outdoor sporting event in the winter time, and the more whiskey I had, the less complaints I made about how cold it was out there. You did.
That is very true. But be careful because what will actually happen, it like messes with you. But there's so many great, wonderful things around the city. I'm really excited to go to the Chris Kendall Market. What about you, big bro?
Chris Kendall. That's it. That place is always fun. Bratwurst, being right there at the Daily Center in that area,
Yeah.
just being right in the heart of the city. It's always fun. The kids love it, adults love it. It's family friendly, and you can go to different places from there because you're already in the city. So if you're from Chicago and you haven't been to the Chris Kendall Market, I challenge you to do so this year. I think there are two of them actually. There's one in downtown. I believe there's another one near Wrigley Field, if I'm not mistaken. But go ahead and check it out. Go on, have some fun. The bar crawls sound great, BK. It sounds like you trying to make some plans. What's the word? You
I
trying
am
to
trying to make some plans. So here's the thing, family. Originally, I wanted to do a ugly sweater party, which I still might do, but I'm like, we could pregame at the ugly sweater party at my place, and then we could go out to the market, and then we could go to the bar crawl. So we could just make a day of it. And if you guys need to come back to my place to sober up a little bit before you can drive home, that's good too, because we want you alive during this holiday season.
It's good. My wife is my perpetual designated driver. If she drinks anything, she does it very sparingly, and that's my blessing. I appreciate that.
Unless we have tequila love spell, and then she will drink as much of that as possible because it is sweet and it's delicious. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, I stood up and now I feel everything. Oh my God. Okay, here we are. That's awesome. So
Now, if you're
some
it's hot season, if you're not trying to do outdoor events, because not everybody is thick-skinned and tough like us everyday Chicagoans, BK, you say that people should check out a show?
Yes, so Chicago has a whole bunch of Christmas shows that are going on right now. One of the ones that you need to catch before the 17th or by the 17th is Time Out Market Chicago. Actually, they are having people that they're bringing in to their, like the cafeteria, and they are having jazz musicians there. So if you just go to the website, timeoutchicago.com, you will see that they have a lot of performances going on, mainly between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m.
I believe this
But
is the last one coming up on the 17th.
the last one will be on the 17th. Something else that you guys can check out is the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. They are also having a show as well, where they're going to go ahead and they are going to, I believe it's also from 3 to 5 p.m. And it's just Christmas shows like Christmas carols, all of like the great things that are going on. And that is also on December 17th as well. So go online and see if you can get tickets for that. They definitely still should have some available, and just have a lot of fun with that. Some
And you
other
got
things.
all the basics, right? Ice skating,
Yes.
big Christmas trees all over the
Yes.
city,
So
botanical gardens, all them different places. They doing their thing in
right.
Chicago this holiday season.
And the Chicago Park District, like what they do is you can go ice skating not just at Maggie Daly or
Navy Pier.
at Navy Pier, right? So like most of the park districts in Chicago, they actually have pop-up ice rinks for you as well. So you can just go local if you don't want to be in the heart of the city. Also, this week as well, there is a character story time. So if your kids like Frozen and they want to dress up like one of the characters from that in the West Loop, you can also bring the kids to Timeout Market because they're going to do a story time. And they're actually going to have people dressed up as Elsa and Anna and Olaf as well on the 17th.
When speaking of
Um,
ice skating, BK, I did two things last year that I had never done before.
Talk
One
about it.
was ice one was ice skating and the other one was skiing.
Oh
And
yeah.
both of them were awful experiences for me. Like I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. My knees, they talking about make a pizza, and I almost died going down the Kitty Hill at on skiing, trying to ice skate. My feet were hurting the entire time. I was trying to be a G about it because my kids was going around. I couldn't make it around. I think I went around 2 times before I was like, okay, this is too painful. I'm leaving. I'm just gonna take pictures and videos of my kids and my wife. But it's always a fun experience though, like watching people, at least in my case, get out there and ice skate and ski.
Yes. So the first time you went skiing, I was there with you, and it was interesting because it was my second time skiing, and I felt like, oh my God, I actually know what I'm doing, until I went on the bigger hills. And that is when self-preservation was like, you could die. You could die. That's
I'm gonna
it.
tell you
Like,
this: my big 6'3", 200 some pound self was barreling down the mountain, and frightened white people was just moving out the way. Like, get out of the way. He'll figure it out.
it
But
was
it was still pretty
hard.
fun.
Like, if you fall, I would always have to take my skis off in order to stand back up in order to actually walk anywhere. So, if you guys do want to go skiing, you can definitely go to Wisconsin. There are a few different ski lodges there, and they do give some lessons for you. Depending on where you go, it's anywhere between $30 and $100 for a lesson.
There's
Um,
one here in Illinois. I
there
can't think of.
probably is. But most of the ones that I mean, the one that I went to is in Wisconsin, and that's the one where a lot of people I know that like ski. That's where they're like, no, go to Wisconsin. It's much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up. We appreciate you guys for chopping it up with us this year and from the beginning. Like we got some A1s, some day ones. We got some day 365s. We appreciate everybody across the spectrum. Um, it's gonna be a great new year, BK. My wife and I plan on going to Bourbon Street out here on the south side.
Yep.
It should be a fun event. We've been before. It's huge to have all you can eat food, breakfast and dinner. All you can drink, not top shelf, but good stuff to go out there and have a good time. So yeah,
Not
that's what
not
we're
top
planning
shelf.
for. It ain't top shelf. But it's it's gonna be fun. Like as we're coming into further into our adulthood, New Year's just feels a little bit different, right? And the main thing that we want to do, at least from my perspective, is be safe on New Year's. So everybody, this Christmas, this holiday season, even with all the rum, the eggnog, tequila love spell, the edibles, and all the different things that we like to do, let's remember the reason for the season. Let's spend time with our families. Let's love on each other. Let's be there for each other and for our kids. And let's try to be in upright spirits because a lot of us have lost people. A lot of us have lost people over these last 2 years. The,
Very
the
true.
pandemic and all of that. And the holiday seasons can bring you down. But we want to remember what we love about those people that we lost. We can remember the Christmases that we had together, Thanksgivings, the last conversations that we had, the times that we were joyful with each other. Let's try to think on good things this holiday season. What about you, BK?
Something I also want to throw out there before I say things about this year is some people have recently lost loved ones, and some people it's still fresh. It still feels like it happened today. My advice is, if it is at all possible, be around people this holiday season, because the more that you stay to yourself, the more that you are able to like fester in those emotions. And from someone who used to suffer from depression myself, like, if I had made myself actually be around people, it would have helped a lot more. So if you can try to, if you have anybody that you trust, just say, hey, it's hitting me today. I just need somebody to talk to, and actually open up and talk to people. You would be surprised at how many people you actually do have for you there. So just don't sequester yourself and be alone, because we want to make sure that you can get through this and that you can know that you're not alone. I'm also trying to go to the event that like you and our other friends are going to. Like it's going to be like married couples, and I agree with you. I feel like as I've gotten older, it's less about being cold and cute. Uh, and paying like a ridiculous amount of money to go to parties that are not fun. And it's more about being around like the friends and family you love. And it's also really great about saying no to stuff. Like sometimes you might just need to say, hey, I love y'all, your family, that's great, but we're just going to do it over here with us this year. Like we're not going to go see people.
And that's what we
Like
mean about safety, because I got family that's like, I live off 63rd and such, and we gonna be turning up, and I be like, I love you, but I'm not gonna be over there. Oh my
that
mama.
part. You're like, you know what? We got FaceTime for a reason. We got FaceTime for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, so think about where you are, where you going in Chicago during these holidays, man. Try to your
Yes.
best to be as safe as possible. All right, so that's it, man. That's it for the year. BK, shout out to you.
And shout out to you. Well, we
Next
hope
year,
that you guys have a great, safe holiday season. We will come back next month, and that's our show.
and this and don't forget Tequila Love Spell. Google that. Google that. If y'all missed the Tequila Love Spell interview, just going back to the beginning and check out the first 10 minutes of the episode. We appreciate y'all. This I'm your boy Big Bro.
I'm your girl, VK, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.